nothing but red. They gather the blankets and milk and the bread. I come from the east and I'm traveling west. Got a machete, I chop it.
Madden Football is the home of Super Bowl 56. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the Texans coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Gaud alongside Charles Davis. So Charles, what a run they've had this year in Houston. This is a team really that nobody expected much out of, coming off a 4-12 record in 2020, but something clicked, and here they are as AFC champs.
And this Texans team, a wonderful example of what we say every year in the NFL, that everyone is truly a contender when we start a season. You can get right in a hurry in this league, and Houston did. And, of course, this city, they've hosted Super Bowls, 3 of them in the past, but neither the Texans nor the Oilers before have ever played in the big one. What an exciting time for their fans.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose. And that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla. But once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mills on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mills. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 31 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. So now the Texans will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He gets it complete to Jackson. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A give to Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys.
31-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
We We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll look to throw. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
16, Cowboys 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right, and his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead in the Super Bowl. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Texans 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A first down throw for Mills.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw again on second down. Mills. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mills again.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mack. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Mills.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
To throw, Mills.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Second down.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
13 yards on the play. That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 2. That's good.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
With the score, Texans 24, Cowboys 17.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. This to the outside for Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. J-Ron Kearse in on the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And again, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Texans are getting closer now to that ever-elusive 1st Super Bowl victory. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Dak. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans.